Hey, it's Emily here, and I'm here to inspire and empower you to make an impact in the world. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 simple, easy steps that you can take to get out of the victim mindset. But before I do that, please like this video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of the amazing content I will be uploading in the next few weeks. I'm so excited because I will be expanding on some leadership and as well as some business startup and some business tips and stuff that I've learned on my entrepreneur journey. So to dive into the very first thing I want to really make sure that I'm clear is understanding what is a victim mindset. So a lot of times we can play victim with ourselves, or other people can project that onto us and we are not even aware of it. So the very first step is always having the awareness, understanding when you are doing it. When are you playing victim? So I wanted to give you some examples of when you are playing victim, of kind of what it sounds like, and maybe some of this will resonate with you, or maybe you already know where you are playing victim at, so you have the awareness around it. So I have some things that I have found in my life. I'm looking at my notes because I wrote down when I have played a victim in my life and I had to switch my victim mindset in order to empower myself, because you can't be both victim mindset and be empowered at the same time. It doesn't work that way. And so a lot of times for me, I would always ask, why me? Like, why me? Why do I have to go through this? Why me? I would question all the time, right? I was in that victim mindset. And then the other was, I can't do anything right, or I'm not good enough, or I'll never lose weight because, it's hereditary, or I don't like to work out, because at the time I didn't enjoy working out or eating healthy because I was still very much in that victim mindset of, oh, I have to do this and it sucks. And I felt sorry for myself for being in the situation that I was, not just in weight loss, but going through divorces and a lot of different events in my life because I was still very much in that victim mindset. And I had to have the awareness that that's where I was at in order to make the changes. So once you have the awareness of where you are at in your mindset, then you can choose to change that. You can't have the awareness and not do anything about it and expect the change. You have to make a choice. And so then you choose to make the choice to change, and then you can start reprogramming that. So reprogramming from the victim mindset to an empowered mindset, because ultimately that's what you want to be. You don't want to play in this victim role of, oh my goodness, my life sucks and poor me, why me? Like, that is exhausting. And a lot of times you also have to be aware of when people actually project this on you. So if you've gone through a divorce or a challenge or challenging time or something difficult in your life, you'll know what I'm talking about, because I had people, tell me, oh my goodness, that sucks that you're going through a divorce and I feel so sorry for you and what can I do to help, and all this stuff. Those people that said that were genuinely they just cared, right? But if I allowed myself to play in that self-pity and seek their self-pity, even though they weren't coming from that stance, if I allowed myself to take it that way of like, oh my goodness, like I feel so sorry for myself, then I would start going into that victim mindset. However, if I looked at it as, they just really care and they want to help and they want to support, then it was completely different. So you have to be aware of when people say those things to you, they don't mean it to put you in that victim mindset. But a lot of times when people tell us, I feel so sorry for what you're going through, then we will want to go to the pity way, because that's easy to stay in the victim mindset. Honestly, anytime we are in the victim mindset, it's very easy, it's very comfortable. We don't have to do anything. We can just stay in the same cycle, although it's exhausting and we don't want to stay there. A lot of times we will stay there just because of the fact that it is much more comfortable than actually you pushing out of your comfort zone, doing something about it, and changing the situation. Because change is not always easy, and we often resist the change. So when you catch yourself being in the victim mindset, then you have to choose to change. You have to make that choice that you are going to change this. You're going to change your situation. I've been there multiple times where I had to change my situation. And then after that, you have to start reprogramming your beliefs and your thoughts that go along with it. Because what will happen is you'll be in this victim mindset of why me over and over, right? And you make the choice, okay, I'm going to change this. I'm done. I want to change it. After you make that choice, you still have thoughts and beliefs coming into your head of, but why me? You know, that's not fair. That's where you have to be aware of when that thought comes in and be like, no, like we're not going down that way. Instead of saying, why me? Switch it to something better that's going to help you get out of that mindset. Start asking yourself, how can this help me in my life? What am I learning through it? How am I growing through it? And questions like, what am I learning? How am I growing? How am I developing as a person because of this situation will help you get out of your victim mindset and start reprogramming from victim to empowerment. And I will say this over and over, unless you are very aware of your beliefs and your thoughts that you have, you will stay in that same cycle. So everything starts with the awareness. So your 3 steps to get out of the victim mindset is awareness, the choice to change, reprogramming it, and then reprogramming it. And even after the reprogramming, sometimes we'll hear voices in our heads of, oh, but you know, it sucks that you went through this, poor you, you know, and that voice will start to come back again. But as long as you're aware of that, you can be like, no, we're not going there. We don't want to go down that road of our thoughts and our beliefs because we no longer choose to believe that way because we are growing. We are learning from this. We are not victims. And so when you see it from that point of view, then you start to empower yourself. But it isn't an overnight process. Anything internally isn't an overnight process. Internal transformation is just like an external transformation. It takes time and it takes work. You have to show up and do it. And you have to practice the awareness. You have to practice making the choice to keep changing. Because you can make the choice once to change, and then you'll have to choose again. Because it's just like eating healthy. You can choose every day to eat vegetables, but every day you've got to make that choice, right? No one's forcing that down your throat to eat it. And just like in your mindset, every day you have to choose, no, I'm not going to believe that way because I'm changing who I am. I'm going to go from being a victim to being empowered. And so when you do that, you make that choice, you can start reprogramming your beliefs and your thoughts. And I'm actually going to do another part on how to reprogram your thoughts and your beliefs that are no longer serving you. So that video will be posted next week. So do make sure that you are subscribed so you can listen to that, because I'll be going more in depth on how to start reprogramming those thoughts and beliefs that don't serve you. Because a lot of times we have thoughts and beliefs that don't serve us, but we don't know necessarily what to do with them. And I'm going to share the process that I used myself, and also the process that I am putting in my book, because I am writing a book. So the book will be coming soon. And I've shared this exact same process in my 30-day course. It's a self-discovery course where it's self-paced and you can work through it to really start reprogramming your thoughts and beliefs, because that's ultimately where it starts. Once you're aware of what's going on and you're aware that you're playing victim and you want to be empowered, you want to have the confidence, you want to show up as a better person, then that is really where the change starts to happen. So just to recap, the 3 steps is awareness. 1, be aware of where you are playing victim at. If it's helpful, break it down in categories, whether it's career, relationship, friends, health, fitness, whatever it is. Be honest with yourself, because not being honest with yourself is not doing anyone good, and it's really hurting yourself. And 2, make the choice to change. You have to choose to change, because if not, you can just stay there for the rest of your life. Like, no one's going to make that choice for you but you. And then the last one is reprogramming those thoughts. And this is a cycle that you will continue over and over to get out of the victim mindset. You'll see that in bits and pieces of your life, you may start getting out of that victim mindset, but then there may be another part of your life where you start playing it. And so once you're aware, you're like, oh, I'm playing victim over there. I'm feeling sorry for myself about this situation. Don't beat yourself up about it. Like, don't beat yourself up because of the fact that we are all working in progress. No one is perfect. No one is ever perfect. So don't beat yourself up and just continue to show up and do the work for you. So if this video was helpful, please share it with someone. Leave a comment below on any other content that you would like to see coming, and stay tuned. Next week I will be publishing part 2 of this on how to reprogram your thoughts and beliefs.